When we got the diagnosis, the first thing I thought about is, oh no, this can't be real. This is not going to happen.
We were stunned. I mean, how are we supposed to feel?
There's no cure. There's got to be something that can help MND sufferers with this.
When people call MND Victoria, often these people will be newly diagnosed. They can often feel completely overwhelmed. You can hear the distress through the phone. But usually by the end of the call, you just feel the pace of the conversation slow down. It feels a bit calmer. People at least know they're not on their own.
Our mission at MND Victoria is and has always been to provide and promote the best possible care and support for people living with MND. And all that began in 1981, when a small group of people with MND, their loved ones and health and welfare groups came together to make a change. Since then, we've been providing world-class support to those living with MND through our 4 main services. Starting with our indispensable advisors and support coordinators.
I really lean on that word advisor. I provide advice. Advice comes in the form of information, and it's also not only about people living with MND as well, it's their families, their supporters. It's also about their community. Some people want a lot of input and need a lot of support, but other people want next to nothing. Different pathways with each person.
I felt grateful and relieved when MND Victoria first contacted me.
We weren't sure what we're going to be expecting. And then you find out that there's an advisor that will just be with you through the entire journey. It's just incredible to have that support.
One of my favourite things on a week-to-week basis is making sure that I'm able to check in with my clients. It's great just having a chat, learning about them, how their week's been, how their month's been. Day to day, week to week is never the same. It can be filled with sadness, it can be filled with happiness. It's a balancing act, it really is.
Fran's wonderful, she really, works well with Mum.
As well as answering my questions, I appreciate Fran's sense of humour. I have a tendency to joke and laugh at myself. Who said laughter is the best medicine? If that were true, I would be very healthy.
MND Victoria also provides excellent education and carer support services, which are the first point of contact for those newly diagnosed with MND.
Since my diagnosis 8 months ago, I have learned a lot from MND Victoria.
There's webinars that we can be involved with and see all the research that's happening out there. That's fascinating.
We have a network of about 2,100 health professionals, and we provide education just to help upskill them so people are better able to support people affected by MND. We want people to have hope that there are things that can be done about many of the symptoms that MND can bring with it.
OT and allied health in general is really important for people living with MND because we can really help take some of the load off of them in terms of, managing a really tricky condition and, providing some direction on where to get support. I think that the relationship between MND Vic and Calvary is really positive because we both have the right intentions behind us. We both just want to support the people with MND because we know it can be really tricky and there's lots of things that are hard.
We are in a really privileged position supporting people with MND in a time of their lives when some of the things that we all take for granted, like communicating, might experience some change. What I really enjoy is this opportunity to be able to give people something back.
Research is really blessed in that we get to build relationships with MND patients and families and carers and with MND Vic. And we get to know those patients really well, and I think that's the key thing that we love. We work together, we collaborate, and we support each other and the MND community.
We can learn about all sorts of things in all sorts of places, but it's so important to talk to someone else who really understands, to have our chance to share what it's like for us. Supporting carers, I think, is really impactful because the carers are also on the journey of living with MND.
I recently came across a statement that was one illness, two journeys, and it just struck a chord with me that it's so true. Both people are actually receiving that same diagnosis.
Another vital service we provide is our equipment service. As many people may know, motorised wheelchairs, bed hoists, feeding equipment and ramps can cost tens of thousands of dollars. And even though they are vital, it can simply be unaffordable to the average Victorian. That's why we provide all of this at no direct cost to our clients.
A shower chair provides independence, privacy, dignity. I mean, we take all that for granted because we're able-bodied. Being able to walk into our home is very simple, but someone that doesn't have the use of their legs because of MND, it's a massive issue for them. So just a simple thing like a ramp provides them access to the community, provides them access to outside, just to their garden. So it's that freedom and that independence, and it's also the safety. MND Vic work with primarily 3 main suppliers. We are all here for people living with MND, and they are our #1 priority.
The relationship between Fisher Lane and MND Victoria works really well because we've all got the same shared common goal. You know, we're looking out for our clients. We want the best solutions and the best supports for our clients.
This chair is the main one. I spend morning till night till I go to bed on this chair.
The off-road wheelchair allowed to have a bit more access around the farm as well to take part in. All the kids come around and mum can come too instead of being stuck inside.
I've got a walker which I've only just started to use out in the street.
The choices are his. We just support them.
And finally, we have our volunteer programs. MND Victoria volunteers are the backbone of our organisation and are involved in so many areas, from client support to supporting the organisation in fundraising and promoting awareness of MND in our local communities.
I love volunteering at MND. You actually feel you're a part of the team. Fundraising events are quite important to show the community that we're out there supporting all the MND clients. We also have a lot of fun. We share the laugh.
We love a joke, you know, that's how we cope with everything. We just make everything fun.
I try to live my life as if I have nothing wrong.
MND Vic has been really supportive of that option, you know, to help keep Dad living how he wants to live.
Without Fran, my MND journey would have been very lonely.
Honestly, if you've got someone with MND, you need that support, and it's good to share it with other people.
Everything we do here at MND Victoria is to provide the best possible care and support to those living with MND above all else. Together, we will continue to provide the best care until the world is free of MND.